everyone, Arielle here from My Sober Compass. I've had such a powerful day today, and I want to show up for you all right now as a real human, okay? And I know on Instagram, we can always try, and I do this, I'm guilty of this, I can always try and paint my life picture like everything is okay. And I want to get real with you guys for a second. We cannot be okay or happy or living in this state of euphoria every single day. And I want to share with you guys just right now, it is okay to not be okay. It is human. I know that I come on here and I talk a lot about sobriety, and you all know how passionate I am about sobriety because this is something that has absolutely changed my life. Sobriety has actually given me my life back. But there are still pieces of my life that I work on every single day. So I want to share with you guys something really vulnerable that I'm really scared to do right now. And I'm getting a bit emotional because there's just been some things that have been happening in my life that I work on, and I try and I move forward every single day. Oh my God, thank you. I struggle a lot with anxiety, okay? Anxiety, and I think with COVID right now, with everything going on in the world, there's so many different things that are happening. And my anxiety is just one piece of the puzzle. So I want to show you guys something that I really have never shown my partner knows, my really close friends know, but I want to share with you guys something really quick that I do, that I've been doing since I was 2 years old. I want to show you guys my fingers, okay? I want to show you guys this because this is what my anxiety does for me. This is how my anxiety shows up. I pick my fingers, and I wanted to show you guys this because this is the reality of what being not okay can look like, okay? So sometimes when we're not okay, it shows up really obviously for people. Sometimes it looks like, having really negative thoughts that we bury. But I wanted to just get really vulnerable for a second with you guys. And oh my gosh, I just love this. Thank you so much. You also struggle with anxiety. And you know what? Yes, struggling with anxiety is something that I think in all of society that we do, right? This is part of being a human being. And so when I notice days like this, when my fingers look like this, I know that I need to take extra good care of myself. And instead, in the past, I used to shame myself for it. I used to think, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? What is wrong? Why do I do this to myself? This is a form of self-harm. And it's a pattern of behavior that I have been using to cope with my anxiety since I was 2 years old. I was 2 years old, and I remember picking my fingers since 2, and it's just this automatic thing that I do. And I want to let you know, if anyone out there right now is struggling with some sort of behavior or pattern or feeling depressed or feeling anxious, you are not alone, right? You are absolutely not alone. And we can make improvements. This is just a sign that I need to continue my work. This is not something that I look at anymore, that I'm messed up, that I'm not good enough, that I'm terrible, that I can't get a grip. I show up for my clients every single day, and I love them to death. I really see just such change that we can do as humans. There's a reason why every single one of us is on this planet. Yeah, so whether it's overeating to deal with anxiety, skin picking, isolating, whatever the behavior is, we can take a look at this. I'm taking a look at this today and saying that I'm going to make some changes to my life. I'm going to make beautiful changes in my life so that I do not have to deal with this every day. And I want you all to know, I am not perfect. I'm not. I am a work in progress, just like everybody else who is on Instagram, who is on this planet. I'm a work in progress. And, I push myself hard every day to make change happen. But there are just some days when my anxiety shows up. And it's not that it has to be like, oh, I want to be cured from this, blah, 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 blah. But what I'm telling you is, as long as we continue to move forward, it doesn't have to look perfect, okay? And I've never talked about my skin picking issues because I feel some shame around it, and I'm dealing with it. And this video is part of that process, right? Outing myself to other people, connecting with other people. Look at all these amazing comments that I'm getting right now of other people that are struggling with anxiety too. I think the mixture of COVID, uncertainty in the world, just so much change is affecting all of us. The earth is operating on such a different level right now in 2020, and we are all going to come out of this stronger. We are. And I can tell you right now, I am not going to continue to pick my fingers like this. I have introduced 3 different ways that I'm trying on for size for myself to deal and cope. So one, I'm trying hypnotherapy this week, which I'm really excited about. I'm doing EMDR, which is rapid eye desensitization movement therapy with another therapist. And I also see a trauma counselor. I'm also trying refuge recovery, back on for size. I'm going to a meeting tonight. If anyone wants to join me in that meeting, it's online. You guys are more than welcome to come. But this is where all of us, we all have a choice. We can either stay in that zone of anxiety, depression, isolation, and that zone is what addiction thrives in. I know this because I lived in it for so long. Or we can take a look at the facts, and for me right now, taking a look at my hands and saying, do I want to live like this? Do I want to stay stuck like this? No, I want to continue to grow and continue to inspire other people and continue to work my program and get well, rather than living in this space of, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Why do I have to pick my fingers all the time? You know, like, I don't want to live like that. I don't. And I know there's people, I get so many messages every single day of people saying that I'm ready to take the step. I'm ready to take a leap. I'm ready to make a change. And if you're sitting on that fence, weighing your options of staying stuck or making a change, please make that change, whatever it looks like. And I want to just throw out some options right now, whether it's working with a different counselor, trying on a different program, working with a recovery coach like me, talking to someone about just airing it, whatever you're going through, to someone that you trust. Just take that first step. Just get started. And I promise you, it will get better. I promise you. This is the amazing part about being human. We can change. We can absolutely change, you know? And oh my gosh, just the support that I'm getting in this message, in these message streams right now. The meeting tonight is a refuge recovery meeting, so I will be posting that in my Facebook group. So if you guys are interested in joining my free Facebook group, I'll post the link after this. It's also a link in my bio. But yeah, there's a refuge recovery meeting tonight. It envelops meditation, sharing. It's a Buddhist-based approach to addiction, but you know what? I think it's an approach to overall well-being, which is what, as humans, we want to get well. And that's why I love being a human. I love it, you know, because I can show up here, and I love this platform. I can show up here and be vulnerable, and I can talk to you guys about real things, because I have never met a perfect person. And you know what? I think that's what makes human beings so beautiful, is that we're all so different. We all get motivated by different things light us up, different activities, different people. And this year for me has been all about noticing energy. What energy am I inviting into my life? What energy am I leaking? What energy do I want more of? And who is giving that to me? What tools are bringing that to me? What strategies are working and what's not? Because this is something that, yes, we absolutely, thank you. We do need to get really vulnerable. We really do. And I would be doing you all a disservice by just showing up on Instagram every day and telling you that life is perfect. The most pivotal moment of my life was when I made the decision to get help for my alcoholism. It was the most pivotal moment of my life. I remember where I was standing, who I was with. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. And I know, looking back on that, if I had not reached out for help at that point, I probably would not be here. I would not be a coach. I would not be alive. And so I know I'm so elevated right now, but I just want to share this with you guys. If you are needing help, please ask for it. Please ask for it. Because we do. Going back to what I said earlier, we have a decision. We can either stay stuck or we can continue to grow. We can stay stuck or grow. And today, looking at my fingers and they're bleeding, I am deciding to make change around that, you know? And I never, ever want you guys to think that I show up just to try to be this perfect little angel. I try and be as vulnerable as I can because you know what? Addiction for me was freaking ugly. My alcoholism tried to take away every piece of my life. Everything. It took away my identity. It took away how I felt. It took away my feelings. It took away my friends. It took away so many things. And when I started to look at recovery, I was like, yes, I can freaking do this. And you know how I started to feel like I could do this? Was I started listening to other people who were getting vulnerable. People that were open with their stories, people that were ready to talk about the hard stuff, people that were like, you know what, Arielle? You know how you said you wanted to die? I wanted to die too. And I was like, wow, these are my people. And I really believe that all of us, we can decide who we surround ourselves with. We can decide who we follow on Instagram. We can decide who we talk to on a day-to-day basis. And if they are not adding to our positive energy or they're not adding anything to our life, we can make that decision. This is not filling me up inside. This is not something that is adding to my happiness cup. And I talk about this all the time. We are all works in progress. We are. And we need to continue to push forward. I need to continue to push forward because you know what? Life can be so beautiful, regardless of pain that we go through, regardless of experiences that happen to us, we get to make the decision to continue to move forward. And that's what I'm showing up to. Today, I'm not showing up as Arielle, the CEO and owner of My Sober Compass. I'm showing up to you guys as Arielle Dyment, a regular person, because that's what I am. I'm a regular person just like you. I'm sensitive. I have days that I'm not okay. And I continue to push forward because I have seen, to anyone who's sitting on that fence and is like, I'm not sure if I want to make a change. I can tell you, living on this other side, that look, recovery has been so worth it for me. It has been the most amazing, hard journey of my life. And I'm going to continue going for it because I have felt things in my recovery that I have never felt in my entire life. I have felt true happiness. I have had real belly laughs. I have had love. I have had heartbreak. And you know what? Even going through that, I had a puppy who was run over. And I thought I was going to die at that point 3 years ago, because I loved this dog so much with all of my heart. And I was like, am I going to get through this? Am I going to make the decision to go back out and drink? No. And I'm so thankful and so happy that I didn't because yes, life throws shit at us at certain points, right? Who can relate to this? Give me a thumbs up. If there have been moments in your life when you're like, why is this happening? What did I do to deserve this? This is life. There's ups and downs and all arounds, but it's what we make of it. And we as humans have that choice to do what is right, to continue moving forward, to decide not to stay stuck. And I'm telling you guys right now that I am not going to stay stuck living in my anxiety, okay? Because this is what it looks like for me. And I am just so excited to continue my journey and share with you guys what I learned, because you know what? As a recovery coach, I continue to learn because I want to pass what I learned down to everyone. My one-on-one clients are so important. I love them so much, but I also want to reach people on here that don't have the budget for one-on-one coaching, that are looking just to get started. And I hope that I just got so many nice messages today from people saying that thank you for posting your videos. And I just feel so grateful, because there was a time when I've had moments where I'm like, is this making a difference? And I'm just so grateful for meeting so many different people in this industry, so many people in the world that want to get better. I'm sorry, I'm getting so emotional, but it's so powerful. Human connection is so powerful. And so if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling alone, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, because so many other people throughout my life have shown up for me. And I think it's beautiful when we can actually sit with ourselves and feel the tough stuff and say, you know, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to just be a human today. It's okay to go take that nap if we need to. It's okay to go to bed early if we can't shut our brains off. It's absolutely okay. So you guys are all so amazing, and I just want you to know that I really care about each one of you. And sorry, I've never done this before on Instagram. I just want you guys to know that it will get better. I've lived through some really dark times, and I'm still here. And I'm still pushing, and you guys are all so incredible. We can do whatever we want. We just need to get over the humps, whatever that hump is, you know? Is it dealing with tough relationships? Is it dealing with addiction? Is it dealing with anxiety? And we need to talk about it. We absolutely need to talk about it, and we need to lean into other people that are inspiring and that do the work. Look around you. Take a look at your support circle. Who is supporting you? Who is making you happy? Who is bringing you joy? Who is inspiring you today? So thank you guys. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And 3 years ago when I started my business, I definitely never thought that I would show up on Instagram and start crying. I never ever thought that. And I think that when we get the most vulnerable, the most beautiful things happen to us all. So thank you. Thank you, Brian. I think you guys are so amazing. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm here for you, okay? This is my passion. This is my joy. Recovery is my life. I love helping other people. This is what I do for a living. And I think it's totally okay sometimes for us to show up and just be real with one another, because I can tell you in this video alone, I have got way more comments than any of my other videos where I show up and I just do educational pieces. And I'm going to continue doing that because you know what? I love educating people about addiction. I love educating people about recovery. And now I'm adding this other piece to my coaching. I love educating people on what anxiety can look like. You know, these are the real things that we all need to share about. So I just want to send you guys off with love. And what's important today is that we just keep trying. We just keep going. We just keep moving forward. And if we're stuck, we turn around and look at our stuckness and we look at it in the face and we say, okay, what am I going to do about this today? What changes do I want to make? What people do I want to introduce into my life? So thank you guys. You guys are so amazing and incredible. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I'll be back. You guys know I always come back. Thank you for listening to me and giving me this space. You guys are awesome.